Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm Chris, this is the Salty Trip channel, and today we are installing SoftStartRv Soft Start on our Dometic Brisk II on our fifth wheel RV. And this is summertime too, so we're running against the clock. We had to wait till 8 a.m. before we could start making any noise and stuff like that. You know, the sun's coming up right over yonder and it's gonna start getting hot. So I have to shut off power to everything, so there's no AC running or anything like that. We got 3 dogs and a wife in there, so I got to get this thing running and kick back on pretty quickly. And then afterwards, we do have a Victron inverter system that we are going to make sure it works with our Victron and lets it start. Before, the inverter kept tripping out because there's too much other stuff going on. So now we're going to see if it will work with the Victron inverter. So stick around, check it out. All right guys, to get started, we're just going to need a few simple tools. I got this just to make it a little easier, but you can use hand screwdrivers and stuff. But we got our soft start, our install kit, you know, some wire strippers, crimpers, little pair of pliers, and some extra zip ties. It comes with some zip ties, but I'm bringing some extra up there with me. This should be a pretty plug and play. This is supposed to be one of the reasons why I chose this one is because it's one of the easiest ones to install. There's no splicing. It's just the hardest thing you have to do is probably climb up on your roof. But you just got to crimp the ends on, and you don't have to cut any wires up there or anything like that. You just pull them off, crimp these ends on, and plug and play and replace. So we'll get to it. This part's pretty simple. Just got a couple of screws in the sides and the front. First thing we do is powers off to everything, even the 12-volt system. Just take these, this is a 5/16 little screws you got to take out. We'll just set these aside. The other one's over there, so we don't lose them. And take the lid off. And this comes with pretty easy to read diagram. It's simple, like I said, just taking stuff off and putting stuff on. Brown and red wire are going to go to this side, so we're going to leave that separate. And these three, the yellow, black, and blue, are going to go in this side. Punch them right through here. There we go. I don't need a whole lot, so I'm just gonna leave that through there. And then we're gonna run these underneath the fan over here and come out this side. There's a little hole right here that the other wires are running through, so it's probably best to keep running them along with that one. And see, a lot of the other ones call for you to come up here and to splice into this one. This one you don't have to do that. I'm just gonna run these just along over here. And now I'm just gonna take this compressor cap off. And put those inside there so we don't lose them. And the first thing you're gonna have to do is find this white wire, which is connected through here, and trace this one back that way. Because there's 2 white wires that go back here. You wanna make sure you see how I'm tugging on it. So we know this is the one from the compressor. So that's the one we're gonna pull off. This black wire is gonna connect right where this white wire goes. So we're gonna pull this one off. This is the one and we're gonna attach another one to it. And see, it gives you a bunch of these little connectors, and some are the straight and some are the flag ones. And this one's probably going to require the flag one, because see, they're all else flag. I think if you put this one on, it's going to stick up too high. You're not going to be able to get that lid back on. So we will pull this off. Honestly, these wires should probably be a little bit thicker. So I'm going to double it over and then stick it in here. There we go. And then we will just crimp those down. And also I'm going to take some little electrical tape because it's not insulated. Oh man, that almost rolled off. And then just double it over. Black takes the place of that white wire. This white wire is going to attach to this blue one. So that's a female end, so we need a male end on here. And once again, these things are a little too big for the wire. So I'm going to double it over before I crimp it on. Blue goes in there. I'm going to just pull some slack out, and I'm probably going to wrap that with some electrical tape too, just to be safe. Don't want nothing touching nothing that's not supposed to. All right, that's nice. And see, this is the red power line from the compressor over there, and this one is going to attach right next to it. You see how it just has the extra terminals? We're just going to put another flag on this one. Just do exactly like we did before. Double that over, squish that in, nice and secure, and crimp that down. And then same thing, I'm going to tape it up. There we go. And it's going to pull all this slack out of this yellow one and black one. I'm going to take one of the zip ties supplied with it and or zip tie all this goodness together. Now it says this blue compressor wire attaches to this red, so we'll pull this one off. And we'll see, this is female, so we'll need to crimp on a male end. Like I said, I'm just doubling it over because the gauge wire doesn't match the connector. Like I said, this is pretty plug and play. It's pretty much in real time, not much editing going to need to be done here. It's for me stumbling on my words maybe. But we are going to tape this up really nice. It's probably a little excessive, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. And then the last wire we have to do is this brown one right here, and it is just going to go on where the blue one used to go. Honestly, if we had another little flag, one like this, we could attach it straight to here, but we don't. All we have is this pigtail, and we got a little female plug adapter for this little pigtail that's going to attach to there. So we're going to attach another male end over here. Just double that down. We're just going to plug that in. We're going to wrap it up. Wrap everything with duct tape. Or electrical tape, excuse me. Or this doesn't have any electric tape on it either, so we're going to put some on it. Stick that on there, and you leave this pigtail out when you put the cap back on. All right, you leave the blue wire hanging out when you put this back on. All right, so now I'm just going to zip tie these up nice and tight. Don't want wires touching nothing it shouldn't. I'm leaving it a little loose, and then I'm going to come back and snug it up because I'm just going to pull the brown wire, so and then the red wire, so it's nice and snug, and then tighten it up. And we're going to be securing the box to the side of this thing, so we're just going to clean it off really well, give it something nice to stick to, and then re-secure this box. I'm not going to zip tie over here until I got the box back on. And then this is going to sit over here like this, all nice and neat. So now I'm just going to zip tie some wires together. I want them nice and snug away from that fan. And then before I stick this on, we're gonna go make sure this thing works. And then I'm also gonna put one zip tie right here that's gonna snug all that away from that fan. Can you come out here and turn the power back on?
How do I turn the power back on?
You come out to the breaker and you just flip the breaker on the 50 amp.
Okay, cool. I'll be right out.
All right, I'm calling in reinforcements. I got Kim on the phone downstairs. She's gonna flip the breaker back on, and then I can control the AC from my app on my phone. You shouldn't need to do anything. Hopefully everything else I can do from up here. All right, thank you, love you. And luckily I have we got the power back on. Turn the in-command system back on, so I don't even have to go back downstairs. I'm just gonna turn the rear AC, turn it down to like 55. I guess that's all the way down. And it should kick on. Fan just kicked on, and hopefully that we'll hear the compressor kick on. Oh, green light came on. Sweet. And all right, so we're good. Green light came on. Oh, and it also says to run the AC at that like ambient outside temperature for like 30 minutes, and just leave it at that. We're gonna stick this sucker on over here. Just got a 3M tape. I've already cleaned the surface off really good. There you have it. Now let's go back downstairs, and after this 30-minute run, we'll do another test to see if the Victron unit will run this thing now. All right, guys, so it was a hot one out there, so I took the time to go shower while I had to wait the 30 minutes for it to just kind of run at ambient temperature or whatever. And so what we've done is I've gone and shut off the shore power out there, so we have nothing coming in. And we are drawing off our Victron Multi+ 2. Here's the proof in the pudding to see if this works. So we are going to go to the HVAC, and this is the rear. So we are going to crank this down at 68, and it just kicked on. Let's watch the load. Wait, that compressor just kicked on. I just heard a tick. See, there we go. It's ramping up. And it's not overloading the system. It's creeping up slowly. And that's what the soft start is supposed to do. Now, we have AC with our inverter, and it's blowing nice and cold. Compressor's kicking on, doing like it's supposed to. And we're drawing about 1300 watts right now. We got a refrigerator going. That's a 120 residential fridge, you know. And the microwave stayed on the whole time. Clock didn't even turn off. The Victron inverter system took over just like it's supposed to. So for boondocking, we know we can at least run one AC off our inverter, straight off our batteries. And we can run our TV and everything else. Creeping up to 1400 watts now. Well, it seems like that soft start is doing its job. It was super easy to install. We got it on sale. I think we only paid $265 for it on Amazon, and we'll leave a link in the description area below. But I think usually it costs like almost $350. But we got this one especially because it's super simple to install. You unplug, you have to crimp a couple little ends on and duct tape a few things. But other than that, it's just unscrewing, pulling off, pulling a few things off, putting it back on. The diagram could be more simple. If you guys are thinking about doing this and thinking it may be a little too complicated for you, it's not. Just follow the video. But anyway, I hope you found this useful. Like I said, we'll link the SoftStartRv soft start down below in the description area if you want to get one. And so far it's working great. We're running off inverter, no shore power right now. Got one AC going, And that's what it's all about, and we get more to come. I'm probably going to buy another one for the second AC, so we can switch back and forth if we need to, but we can only run at a time until we get another inverter, which may be down the road, but one's good for now. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Hope you guys got something, and hit that subscribe button, notification bell, give this video a big thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.